You love bourbon. You love balls. Now put your balls where your bourbon is. Whiskey with Friends presents Bourbon and Balls with your hosts, Vinny, Colby, Anthony, and Aaron.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Bourbon and Balls. It is week 8. I'm Vinny. If you haven't met us before, these are my friends, Anthony, Colby, and Aaron. Today, we have a nice little show for you. We're going to go through some of the latest news coming out of camp over the last week. And then we're going to do a winner and loser for last week's first week of training camp. We'll start with a drink. You guys have any other intro notes? No?
Football.
Let's drink.
Football.
Let's have ourselves a bevy then.
This week we're just doing a little Horse Soldier straight bourbon. It's delicious stuff. It's like a $40 bottle or something like that.
Yeah, Horse Soldier you can get.
Nice. That's you like that? Virgin.
Finger popping your ass.
Oh, cursing early. All right.
Horse Soldier had a cool story. Some of their bottles, like they have a special edition bottle that's made from, like, partially made from the steel that came out of the Twin Towers. And that was actually what got my attention about them first. But it's a couple of veterans based out of Ohio, I think, but they also have some Florida exclusives. This one isn't a Florida exclusive. This is just their standard bottle, and it's probably their best bottle.
Yeah,
like the regular bottle.
By far. I've never had the barrel proof, but one day.
Yeah. They had the one that's like $30-$40 more.
Oh, the small batch.
Silver.
It's a little more aggressive.
Yeah.
It's aged a little longer. Bourbons get aggressive pretty quickly when they get aged longer.
Yeah.
They have like a $700 bottle too that I see sitting around, which never happens. So.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
No.
You've said about every bottle that's in your
I know. No, those are worth it.
Yeah. I'll pay money for a GTS. I'm not paying money for a Horse Soldier.
Like, I'll get a phone call, be like, hey, guess what I just bought? He's like, but before, don't tell my wife.
Yeah, she watches the show. Thanks for renting me out.
Bad. Yeah, that's a lie.
All right.
Let's
try ourselves a little Horse Soldier.
Cheers.
Delicious.
Whoa. Oh, yeah.
Smells nice. Smells nice.
Smell with your mouth open.
Jesus. It's the one bourbon fact he knows. Name any other bourbon fact. Go ahead, shoot.
Well, there's smell it with your mouth open.
Yeah.
And you got to let it breathe so it doesn't get
Isn't that wine?
ethanol-y. That's any liquor.
It's good for bourbon. A lot of
It's a half-truth.
it.
It's a half-truth one, the second one.
I thought that was wine, but I mean, I can see Aaron drinking wine.
That as well.
It gives me the idea.
It's good. It's smooth.
It's like 86 proof or something like that, so it's a low proof. 87 proof.
Oh, that is nice.
My bad.
It's good.
I didn't make a face.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's good.
Oh, man. You're telling me
all
all that ice watered it down enough, or you didn't even make a face?
That's how you know it's watered down sub 90 proof whiskey.
Yeah. When Aaron's not crying about it. All right. Should we get the show on the road?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Oh, you got that.
You want some?
After I do the second one.
You poured a lot of fucking bourbon into my cup.
Yeah. Look at
that. Was a gigantic gulp I just took. Holy shit.
Yeah,
all right.
Faces.
We are here. Thanks for those who just joined.
There you go.
We're drinking a little Horse Soldier, just about to get into the football news. So let's start with the Colts.
Ouch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So last week we talked about Carson Wentz loves to get hurt. Dude loves to get hurt. Broke his foot.
He just brings it to another level.
Yeah, loves it.
Yeah.
So he breaks his foot last week.
Broken foot or a bone bruise? Or is Quentin Nelson's the bone bruise?
No, it was he broke his bone in his foot in high school. And
the spur.
No, I guess like it just kind of was just floating or whatever. And then like completely detached this past time. So they're just going to have to take it out.
His body was like, oh, I'm healthy. Let's break.
Long story short, he needs to drink a little more milk.
Yeah, well, I had this exact same injury, and I haven't had a toenail for 4 months, so I get it.
I don't know. I see Carson Wentz going down.
We haven't even gotten into the actual story here.
Yeah, I know.
So then today,
yesterday,
my whole thing is. Yeah. So then today, Quentin Nelson starting left tackle.
Yeah.
Left guard. Starting left guard for the Colts. Same freaking injury. Exact same injury. Exact same recovery timeline.
Probably the best guard in football.
Close
best
to
offensive lineman on that team.
He's the best. He's the best guard in football.
Yeah.
There's a couple guards.
He's by far like the best. He's a beast.
like
Notre Dame.
defensive
I think
tackles.
Packers and
Colts have a
Cowboys.
thing
I think
some foot
Packers
injuries
and
right
Cowboys
now.
fans would be pretty upset with
Yeah.
that.
Packers and Cowboys fans are going to be. It's like, oh,
No, I say the Colts have a foot problem because they even went out and signed Eric Fisher, who's got a torn Achilles heel. So
making moves.
yeah, let's sign a guy that's not going to play at least half the year.
Get some fucking new trainers in there.
Yeah. Well, Eric Fisher is not
No,
the
I
Colts.
know.
I mean,
that was just their front office being like, let's spend $9 million on a guy that may not play this year.
And then
the Colts have one of the best offensive lines in football.
Probably the
They
best.
brought him-
Probably
Brett-
the best. And
Brett
then you
Hurley.
bring in, a new quarterback, and you're like, okay, at least you have a good line, so you'll be ahead of the curve.
Yeah,
and now you lose your best
Well, their
offensive
left
lineman.
tackle,
But
I
they're-
think, retired, though, is why they tried to sign Eric Fisher, because Anthony Costanzo was like an underrated, one of the best left tackles in the league, and he like retired surprisingly. So it was interesting to see them kind of scramble and try and fill that gap.
But that's kind of the Colts' issue, and that's why, like, when there was speculation that the Bears were going to trade for Wentz, I'm like, no, this dude's Mr. Glass 2.0. No.
Who?
So
Wentz.
he's back on Carson.
Oh,
Wentz. We were talking about their
But-
offensive
no.
line.
But
His brain doesn't move that
I'm tying it all in. No, I'm just about 3 levels above you, dude. Well, you below me.
You're not above me.
Below
Hey,
or
below.
No, I said it. You heard what you said. You heard what you said. But like that's the whole thing. Like I understand
Is that your
one of
whole
the
thing?
best offensive lines, but you got a guy that just gets hurt every year, and it doesn't matter how good of an offensive line you have. If someone's injury prone, they're going to be injury prone.
got
And
hurt-
offensive line does
Got
not
hurt
change
without
that.
being touched.
Yeah, you got hurt in practice.
Yeah.
Practice?
We'll talk about practice. All right, next story. There's a tie-in here. That's why I'm jumping around on my board.
Do it.
here,
Oh, is
but-
there? Is there?
Do it.
Yeah, so Phillip Rivers said to the LA
yeah.
Times today that he would keep the door open for a return this year
Oh snap!
for if he thought he could make a run. So, what do you think? You think there's a
Colts.
chance?
Oh,
You think
yeah.
there's a chance
It's
he
like,
ends up
I
in the
mean,
Colts
that's
this year?
the only
Colts,
team.
you have to be sniffing around that.
Who do you
How do
think
you not?
They got
Like,
Huntley?
Yeah, they picked
Yeah,
up.
Brett
Well, yeah,
Hundley.
Hundley, but Phillip Rivers was the
Journeyman.
quarterback
I mean-
last year,
I
so he
mean,
knows
yeah.
the offense.
And not even that. You put those two next to each other, who are you taking?
Yeah, you have a Hall of
Yeah.
Fame
That's
quarterback.
good.
that's too
Rivers
old.
It's not even
or
close.
Brett Hundley.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Hundley all day.
I would-
so
I would-
Brett
good
Hundley
choice.
played with Aaron Rodgers for a while. He sniffed his fart.
See, but this
He
is
got
the
that
problem
talent.
is you bring in Phillip Rivers, you're going to tell Phillip Rivers when Wentz is back, you're going on the bench.
No.
You know what he's going to say. Without cursing, he's going to pretty much tell you to fuck off.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, no.
I don't think
that.
I don't think Phillip Rivers is interested in coming back to the start of the season. He made it sound like if it was late in the season and
Yeah.
if something happened, and it's going to happen
Something
because
second-
you think this is going to be
Yeah.
the only
You know, Wentz is
injury
only going to get hurt once this year. That ain't happening.
All right,
Put over under on that.
what else do we have here? Deshaun Watson. So this one's kind of interesting, right? So
Butt massages, man.
he was at camp.
Butt
He was
massage.
practicing. Blah blah blah. Wanted the inside of his butt massage. That's what you're alluding to here.
This is why
It's
he's
a butt
I mean,
massage.
he's
Go
a Miami,
on.
that's
Who
a
doesn't?
Miami Dolphin right there. That screams
Give me a good old
Miami
thumb to the
Dolphins.
prostate.
And Robert
Yeah.
Kraft even came down to Miami and get a good old rub and
Nah,
tag. didn't
First of all,
That's
that's
Miami
right. This is a
Dolphins all
Patriots
day.
issue. That's what this.
he?
You're right.
So that's
Good
just
association.
Miami. Just,
Bobby Kraft.
Miami just invites these kind of people.
He
Yeah.
wasn't in
He
Miami.
needs my.
The whole state of Florida is not Miami.
It was.
Well,
Anyway,
There's some rub and tug parlors
knows.
all over the
Aaron
place.
knows where the rub and tugs are. So if you want to know,
yeah, because
So-
Anthony was very insistent on telling me.
Just
so the
nice
Texans
acting,
have been
yeah.
holding him back, right? They're holding him back, and they're like, we don't want him to do anything he's not ready for. But like, what wouldn't he be ready for? He's not coming off an injury. It's
No.
not like he hasn't had any problems. They just don't want to play him. So now
They
he's
don't
not
want
even
him. They
he's not
don't
even
want him.
at practice. Now
Yeah,
that the pads
stretch
are on,
wrecked
it's not
him,
even at
so
practice.
It takes a while to heal from
if
a
you
scratch
they're
wreck.
waiting to find out if he's going to be able to play, and if he's going to be able to play, they're going to get 5 first-round draft picks for him from
You
somebody.
can only trade,
No.
I think,
I mean,
three at the
I
time.
would
or
say
Up to
whatever.
3 years
They're going
for
to
it.
get a ton of that. They're going to get a bunch for him.
They're going to
and
get
there's
like a
gonna be a
Josh
team-
Allen and a couple
there's gonna-
first rounds.
yeah.
Or
I
something.
think you're still thinking about his value pre-issue, and I get it. It's a
But if-
short-term
If
issue.
They say that he's good to play.
You know what?
But I mean,
You know, then-
the NFL could still decide that Goodell could decide to be Goodell and be like, you're going to get you get a suspension.
You're done for
now.
2 years.
Yeah.
yeah. You can do
Goodell
whatever you
could
want.
still be Goodell. We
But
don't
that-
know.
They're not going to. No one's going to trade for him until they find
But
out.
that's my point. But they haven't even interviewed him
Yeah.
yet. The NFL hasn't even interviewed him yet.
They're dragging their feet on this.
They are.
And
He's
Like,
going
something's
to be
gonna happen.
eligible to play at the start of the season. I almost guarantee it.
But he won't be traded because no one will take that chance.
Exactly. So what are you going to do? You're just going to leave him on your bench?
But does Houston take a chance of him getting hurt? And then
I think so.
I mean, if I'm Houston, he's playing.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, you're not going to pay
You're-
someone
you're- he's
$40
arguing
million.
with himself.
Yeah.
You're arguing with yourself, man.
No,
We're all
asking
agreeing with
question.
one another.
I'm asking the question.
He's posing the
My
question.
personal view is you play him.
You
if
play
you
him.
have him.
He's an elite quarterback.
I
You
think
play
they
him.
play him unless they're really like genuinely tanking.
Yeah.
Unless they're like, we want the picks, we don't want to
You
fucking
don't pay
play this
$40
game.
million to get it first. I mean, that's a little asinine, though.
I mean,
They're paying the money no matter what. It's not like
Pay
putting him on the
money,
bench. They
yeah.
don't pay him.
Pay the money and sell
realistically,
tickets, I mean, it would be
what
I
is
would do.
$40 million to an NFL franchise? Not a lot of money.
Well,
you're-
$40 million
well,
cap
it's
is a
salary.
tremendous
Yeah.
amount
yes,
of money. Yeah.
but
NBA, that's another story. But
I mean,
NFL,
you're gonna get a lot for him. There's gonna be a dumb team out there that says we're, putting our future on this kid.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's
He
rightfully
will get
so.
traded.
But
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think any team's going to say that until this gets resolved.
Yeah. Or it's going to be like the Wentz trade. So it's kind of funny that he got injured because the Wentz trade was a first-round pick if he plays. I don't remember the exact number, but if he's eligible to play for like most or all of the season,
I mean,
and then it's a second-round pick if he doesn't. So it's obvious. It's like almost
Yeah, it's second, yeah.
already pretty much a
what
second-round
were you
pick.
saying? You were
It's a
saying
second
if
round.
Miami traded for him, it would be Xavier Howard, Tua,
And two
and
firsts.
two firsts.
But they'd
So
be conditional.
That's technically what 4 first-round picks. Tua was
Not
the first
exactly. Yeah, but
Tua-
Xavier Howard's 28 years old, going on 29, so it's not fair to call
Yeah,
him a
he's-
first-round pick.
but he's also
I mean, it's
he's a
ball, but
proven.
it's not
No,
gonna be-
yeah,
one
yeah.
of the best
Yeah.
corners in
No,
football.
of course.
Well, and a
He's
trade
worth-
makes him a top paid cornerback
Yeah,
in the league,
yeah.
though, because he's not
I
getting
mean,
traded without
yeah,
getting
yeah.
a
So you're
contract.
pretty much talking about four first-round picks.
Yeah, and as long as those other two are conditional for eligibility,
Yeah.
then it's totally worth it. That's
I mean,
the wild
I see-
card. The wild
I
card
see
is
Xavier
how else is
Howard
he going to play.
being a top corner for the next 2 or 3 years.
I agree.
I mean, to me,
I
that's
say
cool.
it's the top corner.
Wait till he gets the argument against that, though.
He's 10 minutes he's going to be talking shit about Howard.
I do it in less than 5.
All right, two more
Something like
stories.
that.
Two more stories. JT Ibe of the Carolina Panthers.
Talked about this today.
We have, if you guys haven't seen this, we posted a video of it earlier. I did a little reaction for it.
And how many views did we get on that?
We're at 1,300 or so.
With a face like that, that's what we get.
Yeah, when you put the talent on the screen.
really is.
You know what it is?
But I'm not sharing the
He's
screen.
stopped dyeing his beard. Now he's getting more views.
Oh, you don't
It's-
cut him.
The maturity
That's-
shows
that's-
throughout.
Come
You know?
on, dude. You make those jokes before the show. No, I'm not there.
Have you seen this? I dyed mine last week and I let it come back.
Yeah, I know. We got a bunch of comments about it.
Yeah, we
I
got-
didn't read them to you because I didn't want to be a dick.
Oh, I don't care.
If you read the comments,
You
they were
think I
like, "Did he
care?
paint his
Think
beard?"
Anthony can read?
Oh, yeah.
He didn't paint his beard. His wife used her mascara and just filled it in. And it's,
The things I've heard in my life, you think that bothers me? Come on.
So he hits. He comes in a little late. Guy's already being brought down. Comes in a little late. Hit to the head. It's hard to see the video. It's behind a
Yeah,
pole. It's
it-
blurry. It's at a distance. So it actually doesn't look that malicious from the
It
video.
doesn't.
And we've gotten a bunch of comments from
Yeah.
people watching the video, and they go both ways. Some people are like, he's dirty, and there's no place for that in
Yeah.
football," and that's
that's
obvious.
true. There is
Yeah,
no place for that.
100%.
Especially
There is.
Not in training camp.
100% sure.
Not when it's guaranteed.
Yeah, 100%.
But you know what? I don't mean to cut you off, but in the heat of the moment, when you're playing, when you are fighting for a roster spot,
Yeah.
You can see where blood boils, but at the same sense,
It didn't
you
look
have to
like it
have
was an angry
You have to have your wits
He-
about
he-
you, and but even in a game,
But I'm saying it doesn't even look like he lowered his head.
Yeah, I don't think this was an act
Yeah.
of like
I'm
emotion.
not.
I think he just
I'm not
missed.
saying
Yeah.
that. I'm just saying, but you need to have your wits about you. You need
Yeah.
to know what's going to get called for a flag, what's not.
No,
gonna
I
get
get
called
what
for
you're
a
saying.
flag,
I get what
you
you're
know? Like,
So I this is my interpretation of what happened, right? I think they get statted out every practice. How many balls
Mhm.
did you knock down? How many tackles did you make? And he
Yeah.
wanted that half tackle.
Yeah.
And so he made sure
took
his
it.
body was in
Took a
on the
shot.
play. And unfortunately, it ended up in a hit to
Yeah.
the head. I think it was that. I don't think it was malicious. I think
but
and
like,
he said all the right things afterwards.
Yeah.
but he was
Right.
he undrafted? He was undrafted, right?
He's
Was he-
undrafted, and the rosters are still
And the
COVID
guy-
high. They're
and the-
90
Yeah, and the
player
guy he
rosters.
hit
Yeah.
was drafted, or was he undrafted as well?
Oh, he's a third-year guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
really?
you have
Yeah.
someone who's already established.
Yeah,
you have someone who's
Kirkwood.
undrafted.
I mean,
so
Kirkwood
obviously, I mean,
established is generous, but
well,
yeah,
but,
he's,
you know, 3 years in the
he
NFL.
has made the roster.
Yes,
Yeah.
if you're even if you're a backup, if you're in the NFL
Yeah.
for 3 years at that point.
The only reason you cut him same day is if he wasn't making the
Yeah, he
roster
wasn't.
anyway.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah, I'm with you on that.
It'd be a different story if it was if he just went up and fucking nailed him in the face mask and then started punching him. Like, it'd be
body
different.
Slam him like
Yeah, it'd be different. It wasn't like
If
that.
your starting safety does that, he's not off the team.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you that.
Last story, not much to talk about here, just kind of funny because it's the fucking Giants. Giants had an all-out brawl today.
I want a video of this so bad.
I will find the video. I'll find the video.
I want to see Daniel Jones on the ground
Sandwich.
screaming for his life.
Sandwich.
Because you know he's screaming for his life.
So this is what happened, right?
Gosh, this is practice.
So
I heard that.
So Corey Clement broke off a big run. Jabril Peppers tackled him. Evan Ingram got pissed off, retaliated against Jabril Peppers. Then that set off Logan Ryan, and then just dogpile.
Did you hear what Logan Ryan said to him?
No.
Said he's like something about fucking Butterfingers. Evan Ingram got his problem.
Wow.
And I was like, man, that's kind of
That is fucked up for your own teammate, and you're both gonna make the team. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not like you're talking to a practice squad guy. You're talking to the tight end one.
He's just calling it like he sees it.
yeah.
I mean,
So all out brawl, and the note I kept seeing in all the articles was somehow Daniel Jones ends up in the bottom of them. And then it was like 48 sacks last year. That seems to be his niche.
but here's the thing: if there's anyone on the Giants who would be underneath the dog pile, who would you say?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It's
He probably tripped on the way to go break it up, and everybody just
Or to
dove
run
on
away.
it.
run away. Yeah, he's probably trying to run away from this. Yeah.
It's just funny
Unbeknownst to
because
him.
the coach is like,
Oh, he's pissed.
he's like livid.
Oh.
He's
No, he's
talking about
pissed.
this. Like,
Oh,
he's like,
yeah.
shit. Like, I wanted to
He had him
fight
run
somebody.
afterwards. He had him run.
He had him running back and
He
forth.
shut
doing
down
it.
practice. He didn't have run after. He shut down practice, and
made
they
him
ran
run
sprints
and
until
run.
they threw up.
Yeah.
Tell you what, they won't know the playbook, but they'll have some damn good conditions
Yeah.
in New York this year.
I mean, but your franchise quarterback heads under the
Yeah,
first. You
Okay, but I
I'm just
guarantee
saying.
he got yelled at too. Because
Yeah.
you're a fucking moron.
They
if
should
you're
have seen this
getting in a dog
This
pile.
guy's underneath the pile. Like, your team should have been like, "Oh, our quarterback is under there. Let's stop." But they
Yeah.
were like, "Fuck this guy."
See, even the
Oh, and he's
even
wearing a
the
red
Giants-
jersey. It's not like he didn't know.
No,
it was
I
him.
know.
Yeah, even the Giants teammates. Nah, this guy's not.
Yeah.
He's not missing. He's not missing.
He'll be fine. He's been hit more than this.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
It's a warm up.
That is booze and news.
Booze and news.
nice.
All right. So we're gonna do our shot of the week here. It is my turn.
Ooh.
Would one of you guys like to do the honors? Show everybody.
It's down there. It's down there. Did you even get it? Yeah. It's
Oh
It
yeah.
isn't.
Get under there. Get under
Right.
there.
I'm only
Aaron?
getting it out with my team.
Aaron, shot of the week. Let's show them what we're doing.
Hashtag.
Ark
Shot
of
of
the
the
Covenant right here.
Jeez.
Dude, it's a simple cardboard tab.
I'm
Don't
getting
let
it.
it defeat
All right.
you.
Oh,
You got iced. You got
Oh
iced.
my!
Aaron's got so iced.
Yes.
so
Yes.
I can only assume a conversation about
Yes.
what cat put it over there was complete bullshit.
Mine, yes, but nobody else
I had
knew
no
that.
idea.
I had
Nobody
no
knew it was an
clue.
ice.
This
I
was
didn't know.
my idea last
It
week.
was.
Like, we should ice somebody like this. I didn't
It was
think it would
Colby's
come up
idea,
so
but I
quickly.
intentionally
Oh
didn't tell him I was
I'm
doing
sure
it.
my face is red and my vein is popping.
Well, you're drinking it.
You
This
are
is our
the-
actual shot of the week.
Oh my.
Bourbon Crew.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I'll do
would
that.
drink that and then probably chase it.
Wash it down.
Yeah, because drinking that and taking
I'm
a
gonna
shot of
drink
that.
something creamy and then chase it down with a little lemon lime flavor.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah,
This
but-
is gonna
delicious.
be great. So, are you gonna? You're gonna do this?
Oh, of course he's
Oh,
gonna
you're gonna
do
do
it.
this.
He can't let his
Oh,
fans down.
No.
Yeah.
I don't have fans.
Oh, you've got fans.
Oh,
They're
you-
DJ Showtime, the other Bears fan.
If you don't have
Yeah.
fans, you're
You
about
have-
to.
you got
You have a
Yeah,
fan.
you got a fan.
All right, this is what we're actually drinking: Buffalo Trace's Bourbon Cream, super low alcohol. So this isn't a get you drunk shot. I kind of just wanted to try it. It was a little different, so we're doing it.
All right.
I'm less than
People
pleased
sit
right
this
now.
on the rocks. I think
You
I
know,
see people
if it makes you feel any
do
better,
other stuff. with it.
Aaron, I wanted to do it to Anthony, but I knew he would say no because he's on that seaweed
That is
and
true.
vagina diet.
Dude, I've seen this guy eating a quarter pounder and like 2 large fries. He's full of it.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Yeah, but there's no sugar in
Yeah.
front.
Now, when you say quarter pounder, you mean
Yeah. He didn't eat me necessarily.
Oh, bourbon cream.
Ooh,
Okay.
looks like espresso.
is it cold?
No.
Oh, all right.
Oh, even better. This is going to be a great night for me.
Oh,
Fuck you, goons.
It smells
I'm
like
excited.
I'm throwing up on somebody.
yeah.
Can't wait. All right,
It
so
definitely smells like
Good,
something.
sir.
You'd,
while we're doing
The
this,
worst part is Leah doesn't even have off tomorrow, so this is going to be
Ooh, that
interesting.
actually does not smell.
Well, we're
no,
doing
it
this.
doesn't smell good at all. And
I'm
it
taking it.
I'm not
smells
smelling.
Oh,
like
I'm
I'm
not
not
smelling
smelling
it.
it.
Well, what
does-
kind of idiot smells like
it
shit?
I'm not
smells
smelling
like diarrhea.
anything.
It looks like diarrhea.
Why is it
Fucking
so
amateur
warm?
move is that?
No,
It's
dude,
not
very
warm.
warm.
It is.
Why
not
is this
warm.
so
It
warm?
smells off-putting.
Oh,
I'm sure
God.
it tastes a lot better than
Know what
it
it
smells.
smells
It
like?
smells very off.
I'm not smelling
All
this
right.
at all.
Here's my shot.
It smells like almost like
Anthony,
my daughter's.
Oh God!
What?
My
the
daughter's formula. Her formula.
Dude, this. Yeah, this
And
is-
then-
Why are you putting booze in your daughter's formula?
And a mixture of that and her shit diaper. That's
Oh,
what it smells like.
Jesus
Okay.
I mean,
Christ.
going in is going to be the same coming out.
Anywho,
but-
my
Yeah.
shot of the week
Yes.
is against the Madden 22 rating makers, where they have
100%.
my Miami Dolphins. There's a bunch of mistakes. We've
Oh,
been
yeah.
talking about the rankings the
Yeah.
whole time.
Yeah.
Everything
there's
is
a couple.
jarbled. They shit on young talent, right? And I'm a big advocate of that too.
Patrick
Show it to
Mahomes
me
is
a couple
99,
times.
though. That's young talent.
No.
But this is his fourth year. I'm talking
Hey, third year at 99 overall.
shut the fuck up. you piece of
I
shit.
hate you.
Anyway.
Shut your face.
So the Dolphins are rated as 79 overall, which is actually respectable.
79?
Yeah. But our
That's
offense,
actually not bad.
a 70. Second to last offense in the
That's
entire
actually
NFL.
fucking-
Is that not the dumbest fucking shit? The
Who's
Texans, the Lions, you're telling
Are
me.
better than the Dolphins?
I don't know
Because
who's
Deshaun's
better. It
not
doesn't say that.
suspended
But
yet.
they're the 31st ranked
Who's worse?
offensive
Who's
talent.
the worst one?
It's
Worst
got to be the
offense?
Texans, right?
Texans
Or the
are-
I will.
No,
Or the Jets.
no,
Jets-
worst offense. Worst. Yeah,
Detroit?
maybe the
Detroit?
Jets.
Could be the
No.
Jets.
Detroit or
It
Jets,
could-
I would say is probably the worst offense.
It's probably one of those. But fuck you. Like, get
Look
the
at the
fuck
camera
out
and
of
say
here.
that. Look
That
at
is
Madden. Look
bullshit,
at
Madden.
Madden.
That is fucking bullshit.
It is
A
bullshit.
70, 31st
I think
ranked offense?
Isn't
Give me a
Ocho
fucking
Cinco
break.
one of the ratings adjusters?
Well, he's a
So
real piece of
I will
shit.
say
too.
call him out.
Justin Fields is 74, not with a 90 speed, 90 acceleration,
I
92 throw power. Should have been 76 at least.
Well, because he's got no awareness, obviously.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean-
got, those are his only.
All right.
Dude's all awareness.
Fuck the Madden rating
fuck
adjusters.
Madden.
Fuck
Here we go.
Chin chin. Oh god, this is awful. Taste. Oh,
It's actually good.
no.
It tastes like
Baby formula and Dookie. Anthony had it right,
it tastes like a very mild car bomb.
Very mild.
but all right, a
Could be.
car bomb, but with a warm Slim Fast poured in.
Oh, it does
Yes.
taste like they're slim fast.
It does.
No,
Bingo.
this would be better cold.
Dude, I went. I did. Trust me, I know
does.
about that line.
It does.
All right.
All
Well,
right, buddy.
Well, Aaron,
It is what it is.
let's get these ratings up.
Yeah, why don't we slam
Let's get
some
these,
All right, buddy.
let's get these ratings
Stand
up
up,
and
guys.
get
There you
yourself
go,
a
sir.
nice.
My
It's
wife's
nice and
gonna be,
cool
my wife's
still,
gonna be
too.
so fucking pissed off at me.
She doesn't watch the
Listen.
show. Don't pretend
Yeah,
like
First,
she
she
does.
doesn't
watches.
watch the
does.
show.
She will only watch at the beginning, and lo and behold, we're at the beginning. So
She's not watching. All right.
She's not watching the show. She doesn't give a shit what you do.
I mean, I'm not gonna pound it down.
Yes, you
No,
are.
you are.
This
I
is
cannot.
nice.
I cannot.
All right,
pound this
do your
much.
best.
Do your best.
Dude,
Take a
come
big
on.
dent out of it, and then we will move on.
No,
Take
I'm
a
not gonna let the viewers
Hey.
know what's going. But I can.
take a dent out of it. It's not even carbonated.
It's not even cold. It's cool.
Yes, it is.
Listen,
I
not
just
cool.
bought it
He's-
20
listen,
minutes
he's
ago.
referring to he had his penis cut off in his gender surgery, so he can't drink like he used to. He now has a vagina where his penis used to be.
Do you know how they do that, Serge?
It's called a banana split.
He knows it's
They
happening.
take your wiener and they turn it inside
I don't
out.
think this we should.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
So you can still
That'll be
feel
for
it.
another
You can
episode.
still
That's
feel it.
that.
That'll be in the
for after
after
hours.
Yeah, that'll be the after hours
All
show.
right, well,
Damn it.
and then Aaron will show you what it looks like.
Dude, I'll slap. I can.
Come on, let's go.
Stop. There you go.
All right, while Aaron's taking a baby sip out of this drink, our segment today is going to be winners and losers. So we're going to talk about the winners and losers of week 1 of training camp. Could be a team, could be a person, could be an inanimate object. It doesn't matter. So,
They can see that you drank about the head of that.
yeah, so,
Can I go first with the winners and losers?
yeah, you know what?
Okay.
Why don't you,
No,
why
let
don't
me
you
go first.
No,
I'm gonna go first
gonna
since
go
I have
first.
to do that.
No,
I'm
You
going
seem like you
first.
need a
You
few.
just-
You
just
seem
keep
like you need a
drinking.
few
Just keep
minutes.
drinking. So I'm going to
All
go.
right,
with
so my winners.
No, I'm going to go.
No, that's mine now. That's
Let him
mine.
go, let him go.
My winners. I know you guys did individual. I did teams.
You do whatever you want.
Um,
Good team.
Okay, copycat. My winners are the Tennessee Titans.
Like, because of culture imploded?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Because what?
Yeah, because
Culture imploded.
and the Colts are my losers.
You can't have that. First of all,
that division
cover
is
the
the
one.
Colts.
Cover the Titans.
No, that's great because
Titans?
I changed it.
Titans.
Change what?
I know what I wasn't.
Dude, I already said this like
Go.
5 hours ago.
Talk to us about the Titans. Why are they the
All right.
winners? Winners of week 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, first
Winners of last week.
because before it was bouncing between like we were talking earlier, like off season or the first week, but I decided to go Titans. One, we're not hearing a lot of injuries come out of the camp. You know, two, the roster speaks for itself. Right now, Paper Tigers. We'll see how that works out. I mean, Tannehill's still, you know what? Tannehill.
I think he's beyond. I think he's beyond being.
Yeah,
like
he
the
proved
little-
himself.
Yeah.
Tannehill proved himself.
Hey, look at the Madden.
He is a
race.
solid-
The person who hasn't
quarterback.
proved himself yet is the coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tannehill's proved himself. So that being said, I mean, I don't know how they don't win their division at this point.
You have to.
So they're my winners. You know, they had a good offseason. They brought in Julio. They got a lot going on for them. They got
That's
a lot
it.
of
That's the
optimism.
one move.
All right.
That really isn't. They lost Johnny
And
Smith.
that is all it needs.
He might be all they need,
Yeah,
honestly.
okay. Derrick Henry,
Mm.
Tannehill. We've already said he's established. Now
Decent
you're bringing
line.
Julio with
Oh,
Brown.
I got you.
Come on, man.
I think
Losers are
No.
obviously-
All right, slow down. We're doing one at a time.
Oh,
Simmer
okay.
down, bro. Simmer down.
I'm sorry.
Everybody's good on the Titans, right? There's no argument.
I don't think anyone's going to
Yeah,
argue with me.
no,
Anthony might argue with himself later.
We're gonna
but
go
that's
in
about
order,
it.
so you're gonna have to wait.
Yes.
All right, my winner is Travis Etienne. So when he got drafted 25th overall by the Jaguars, and it was a weird fucking draft pick, right? Like, this is a team that has always had a phenomenal run game. James Robinson last year did great. The decade before that, Fournette was always good.
He was all right.
Not super efficient, but like always productive, right? So Travis Etienne comes in and they're like, he's going to get snaps at wide receiver. He's going to get whatever. And it just sounds like a fucking mess, right? It sounds like you drafted like Tyreek Cohen in the first round and you blew a draft pick when you have no offensive line. Like, it could have been better spent. But fast forward to last week, and every single report, not even just their beat writers, every single report coming out of that camp is he is uncoverable. Like, just straight up
And that's what you want to hear.
uncoverable.
Like,
He was like that in college.
No, I know, but I guess my concern going into this was I was like, I will never draft this kid high because no matter how talented he is, he's never going to get enough opportunity on that team to be elite. But they really seem like they're like building this fucking offense around him at this point.
100%.
So
yeah.
I think he's the big winner. I think he proved that he's going to be a primary player, and maybe he's in the running back. Maybe they slot him up all the time. I don't know what they're going to do, but he seems like a dollar store Christian McCaffrey. Like, that's what they want to do with him, right?
Yeah.
They want to just get him the ball,
Yeah,
however they
put
have
him
to get him the ball.
I'm going to be honest. A dollar store Christian McCaffrey. I'll bite on that.
That almost makes me think, does Jacksonville start fielding calls for James Robinson, though? Because he's got to have some good trade value. Right
But they're
now.
different.
Yeah.
He's
No,
like
he's
a
power guy.
220 pounds,
Yeah, he's
a
5'9".
power
He's a
guy.
monster.
But
You got essentially got to like.
No, I know, but
you
is
gotta
James
do that.
Robinson gonna be happy
I mean,
because he's probably
listen.
not his
No,
carries
he's
got
gonna be
cut at
pissed.
least
Yeah.
in half.
Yeah,
Like,
he's gonna be pissed.
we live in a world
where
the
Chenault's
NFL
gonna carry, or he's gonna get
This is
400
a-
rushing
this is
yards.
another new
We
segment.
live
I feel
in
like
a
he needs a
world-
pipe in his mouth right
we
now.
live in a world where in the NFL you need
That was-
two
that was
backs.
not a positive.
You need two. I mean, you really do. You need two backs. What team really lives off one back?
There's only a few.
A handful. If
Yeah, the
Stu's
Saints-
team does.
Who?
the Saints,
Stu's
they have
team?
Murray.
Oh, come on.
Panthers,
Kamara,
Cowboys,
yeah,
the
Panthers.
Giants
Yeah,
on
but-
Barkley's leg is attached
Yeah.
to.
But I'm just saying, like
Joe
most
Mixon.
teams are two back teams.
I agree.
Cole's just like, just shoot him down, man.
You know,
He's hitting
we have-
Miles
now.
Gaskin.
You know, and
Shall I
I'm
go
sure
on?
ATN would rather go into the slot every once in a while and not take 25, 30 handoffs a game. You have somebody to take that beating in the middle, and you're going to be able to get those the
I
sweeps.
see him as a
That's
Darren.
Chenault.
I see him
You
as
said
a
lot of
modern
things,
day
but I'm
Darren
trying not to say
Sproles.
your mom too. So.
All right, Anthony, go ahead. You're excited about this winner. Let's hear it.
I'm excited about my loser.
Oh, we'll go winner
But
first.
I'll go with my winner.
Yeah.
My winner is Devontae Adams. If
Can bite.
he is the clear-cut number one receiver with Aaron Rodgers.
You're talking fantasy?
Fantasy.
It's like
I'm
he's
just saying.
obviously
No, but that goes there. He is. I mean, he's
I don't know. Randall Cobb's coming in.
Randall.
you just got back the MVP from last year. How do you not put him a notch higher than he was? But who was the Jordan Love? Who's
Well,
never,
dude, I
He
mean,
might be great. We don't
yeah,
know.
but
we
he
don't
never,
know,
He hasn't
but-
played a snap in the
No, I know.
NFL, but then you're getting the MVP back.
But I love this turmoil.
His stock went
I
way
love
up.
it.
I mean, yes,
Fuck the
and he was probably. Do you still think he would have been the number one pick in fantasy if Aaron
Rodgers
Rodgers-
the number one receiver. He was close. It was arguable before. Now it's not arguable.
He's
You know what?
not.
Yeah, I agree with him. And you know why I also think he's a winner? I also think he's a winner because he chooses his destiny next year.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
So he gets to play
Not
with
necessarily.
Rodgers this year. He
They
could get
franchise
tagged. He
tag
could
him.
get tagged.
Yeah,
He could get
but-
tagged.
He is getting tagged next year because Aaron Rodgers is still
That's
under
true.
contract next year.
But with Aaron Rodgers,
Well,
his stock is
yeah.
going to go even higher.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I get it. I get what you're
Devontae
saying.
Adams is not going to. He's going to be a
No,
Packer next
but
year,
his stock
100%.
goes up way more than would have been with Jordan Love.
Yeah. I
It's-
was more saying that like this is a perfect situation for him. He gets the
I just
ball
don't
out
wanna
and
talk
then he
about
gets
the
to
Packers.
choose his own destiny. So you're right. He probably doesn't get to choose his own destiny because he'll get tagged. But either way, he's going to make more money now.
Oh,
He's
he's
gonna
gonna
whatever.
make
It's
stupid
all
money.
it's all positive.
Devontae Adams will
Yeah.
get to choose where he wants to go in probably 3 years after he plays this year and he gets franchised twice.
I don't think he'll get franchised
No,
twice.
I think
it costs
they'll-
$1 billion
Dude, if he
dollars
gets
to franchise.
franchised twice, he throws a
Especially-
temper tantrum.
Yeah.
It's different
Not
to
even
franchise a
franchise.
quarterback twice
Yes.
because it ends up being $45 million, which is like an elite quarterback anyway.
That's
You're not going to pay. You're not going to pay $30-something million for a wide receiver.
really gonna be that much.
It would
It
definitely.
goes up
It's
a lot, but it doesn't go
huge.
It's
All right, we'll look it up.
I mean,
We'll
the
look it
salary
up.
Look
cap's
at
going
it.
to go up.
I know it's super expensive, but I don't think it goes up
I
that
mean,
much.
It's a percentage
I
of the
think
top five
it'll be
wide
in the
receivers,
mid-20s,
and then
it'll
it's
probably-
another like
It'll
20.
probably 25.
You know,
26
you're gonna
million.
get
I think
some-
it'd be the second tag. I think it'd be
because
more
the first tag is just the average of the top five
Yeah, yeah.
salaries, and then it jumps up another. but
Right.
it's not
Which
gonna-
in 2
it'll be
years
mid-20s.
with the money.
but I
going
think the
up,
top
it's gonna
five
be-
salaries are in the 20s already.
It's
Yeah.
right around
Yeah.
20 to 21, I think, is the top.
Yeah, and it's you think it's only going to go up?
It's going to go
No,
up.
it's going up, but
I'm saying so. Let's say it's 20 on the first tag. You think it's only going to go up, whatever,
I think
20% on the second one?
I think in 2 years, I think in 3 years, if he gets franchise tag a second,
We're
it's
gonna do-
probably going to be the mid.
We're going to do the math and let you know.
It'd be 24 to 26 million,
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be 20.
You're the
to 30.
numbers guy.
which is
so.
still a lot of money. for a wide
Ridiculous, yeah.
receiver, but-
Well, and you can't afford it if you're also paying Rodgers what he wants and that
Well,
offense.
Rodgers
is
won't
on.
be-
Rodgers
Rodgers
doesn't
won't be
wanna
at
play
And they
there.
have to re-sign
Get him
Jared
out of
Alexander.
Yeah, they have a lot of money.
All right. Anyway, I agree. Colby, winner.
I'm going to go with the Browns on this one. They get a lot of guys back from injury. They're looking good in camp, but the biggest win is that Nick Chubb contract. That was
It's a good
a
contract.
steal.
Team friendly.
Yeah,
contract.
20 million
Team-friendly.
guaranteed, the 3-year extension. It's $12 million a season or something
Now-
like that.
Not-
And for
He's
second or third best running back in the league,
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
steal.
he's unbelievable. Like when he's healthy, he's
and it's
ridiculous.
it's hard to not just love that. I mean, the Browns are going to be a threat this year, and that's just shows that these guys.
It's a new
wanna
era.
play. Yeah,
Yeah.
When teams like
But-
the Bills and the Browns are optimistic,
Yeah.
it's a new era.
I have a question for you though. Is your losers the Browns as well? Because I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, they're still the Browns.
Yeah, they're not.
They're
fair,
still.
Hey yo!
Oh.
Hey, the Browns won a playoff game last year.
It's true. They made
I
it.
mean, I'll
further.
give you that. Listen.
They made it further
Hey,
than
I
both
don't.
of our
I don't want
teams.
to bite.
My whole thing is.
I don't want to bite on Browns hype because like they had one good season. We've seen this before.
Yeah.
The Jaguars were in the AFC Championship game just a few years ago, and now they're the worst team in the NFL.
I'm just very
Outside of the
apprehensive on
Texans.
like going
Look
all
at-
in on
look
the
at
Browns.
I'm not.
He
I'm
didn't
not
go
all
all in.
I'm
No,
not
no,
all
I'm
in
just
on them,
saying-
but
But look at the
In
Browns
general.
roster. They have
stacked.
Dude,
It's
that's
stacked.
been the past 2-3 years.
No,
they have
no.
two.
It's been the past 2 years.
So they
and
had Clowney
year,
this year. I mean,
Well, and last year they
Last
basically
year,
lived up to
that
their
had
the
potential.
past 2 to 3 years, they should have owned it.
Their
But they didn't.
backup
Well, they had
running
Freddie
back.
Kitchens running the
Their
fucking
backup running
team.
back is Kareem Hunt, who was the best running back 3 years ago.
I still think.
Like, are you kidding?
I still think
They
Kareem
don't
Hunt's still
have
top
this-
5 running back.
The
Oh,
true
this is
Super Bowl
On any
Super Bowl
other team.
MVP, Damian Williams on their team.
Get out of here.
All right.
And listen,
I
still
you
think-
agree with me. You agree.
I know a lot of people.
Damian Williams.
I know a lot of people don't think it, but I think that Odell Beckham is still a top tier receiver. I mean, he got hurt.
Who doesn't think that?
A lot of people.
I put him in a
I
second
need
tier.
names.
I don't put him in a top.
Who's
tier.
in the top tier? Other than
Devontae
Adams.
Kills, Stephon Diggs.
Dude, I'm throwing.
Who?
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs.
I-
Stephon Diggs.
Is it just those
Stephon
three?
Diggs.
I would say them. I mean, and DeAndre
Michael
Hopkins.
Thomas, if somehow he got healthy.
I'm
I'd say the
Julio.
4 would be Devontae Adams, Tyreek
Julio?
Hill, Diggs,
Julio.
and I would
Man.
Take Julio out. Allen Robinson. He needs to be up
I like
there.
that.
He needs to be up there.
Dad.
No.
But DeAndre Hopkins,
Allen
DeAndre
Robinson needs to be
Allen
up there.
Robinson has the
Four.
potential, the physical potential to be
my
up there. He does not have the situational potential.
How many quarterbacks he had thrown to him last year?
And he's
But
still
Julio-
yeah.
But
Thank you, Colby.
This is why he sits next
no,
to
the
me.
answer is zero.
Wait. Are you taking top 4? Are you taking Allen Robinson over Tyreek Hill?
Are we talking about fantasy or real life?
real
talent?
Real life.
I
I'm
mean,
talking about real
All right,
life.
obviously, I think Tyreek Hill's number one.
Stephon
I'll
Diggs.
scratch your
Are
back.
you taking Allen Robinson over Stephon Diggs?
Yes, all day, every day.
He's
Yeah, out of your mind.
He's already
All day,
drunk.
every day.
He's
You're
already
right.
he's already drunk.
You're right.
Bear down. Bear down.
He's already drunk.
Please.
Yeah.
He's
He's-
already drunk.
He's just saying this for
Yeah,
Showtime.
I know.
Nope. Bear down.
Yeah.
Showtime's
All right.
We're optimistic Bears
That's
fans.
Yeah.
Your winner was Browns. Aaron kind of countered it a touch, but for the most part, I get it. There's a little apprehension there because they're
I'm not saying the
historically.
Browns are going to be. They're,
No, I
they're,
get it.
No, but
they're up
They're
there.
okay.
They're
They're
going to compete
okay.
for the
You rested the
division.
defense.
They were
And they're
good.
making all the right moves. That Chubb contract is what makes them the real winners.
They
I
were-
like that contract, right?
They were a good team last year. I really feel like Baker Mayfield grew up. I'm not
Yeah.
saying he like physically turned into a talent, but he emotionally grew up last
All
year.
those
And
commercials
that's a
helped.
big deal.
They did. All those commercials.
No, but that's
helped.
a big deal because a mature like player is more prepared. They understand the situation. They're less likely to do things like emotionally or make mistakes. Like, so I think coming into this year with that obvious jump in maturity, then they had like, I know they're a little over the hill, but they had some big acquisitions this season. AJ Green and JJ Watt, like those are two fucking like monster names.
The Cardinals picked them up.
Yeah.
Oh, I am talking about
Oh
Cardinals.
my god!
I am talking.
I need to
my
finish
whole-
what's in your drink.
I was
only
talking-
because I'm way more drunk than you.
I
right
was
now.
thinking about the Cardinals this whole time.
You need to drink that.
No,
man.
Baker
I'll
Mayfield.
shut
You're
off.
right. You're right. You're right. I was thinking about the Cardinals.
No, but you are right. Baker Mayfield.
You need to, dude. If you're gonna talk like a drunkard, you need to drink like a drunkard.
Baker and AJ.
You wanna-
You can pour, yeah.
And I'm the one that got us here. Jesus, I'm keeping
Shit,
my
that was
shit
aggressive.
together.
This has 3% alcohol in it, dude.
Yeah,
It's
get
a
over
lot of
yourself.
sugar, man. I'm feeling so sick right now.
Jesus.
I know my lobes are getting red.
All right. We're on losers now. Aaron, fire off your loser.
Colts for days.
What a cop out.
Yeah.
But I said that like early
Early after the injuries.
afternoon, late morning.
Early after the injuries, I said that. All right, give us your story.
I mean, again, we've already covered it. Like this
right,
should
move
take
on.
5 seconds. I mean, we have Wentz, Quentin Nelson's out. Like,
That's it.
Can't even sign people with
They-
that.
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
they're-
I mean, they signed Schwartz. You said or Fisher, the other guy that's hurt.
The other guy had
From
torn
the
Achilles, and
Chiefs,
they're like,
that
"Hey,
is.
you want to play?
You want to
with
play?
us."
We'll give you some money. You step in when you want. Colts are the losers. Done deal. Signed suit. Next.
All right. My loser is Anthony Miller. So Anthony Miller, his first year was 2018. That was Trubisky's big year, right?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
He had like 7 or 8 touchdowns.
Yeah.
The kid looked great.
So
I was all aboard
2018,
with it.
he was a rookie. He only had like 33 receptions or something with 7 touchdowns, like a ridiculous pace.
For
like,
a rookie,
touchdown.
that's a lot.
It's impossible.
I wouldn't
It's
even say for a rookie,
impossible.
but for a Bears receiver,
No,
their
and
first
for
year,
any
that's a lot.
Any player in the league, that's there's no way you could obviously maintain that. Like
Yeah.
no one can maintain that, right? But all
he
this
has-
optimism, he's gonna be like great. You pair him up with Allen Robinson, what a fucking duo, blah blah blah. So it's all
Miller's a
gonna be great.
slot guy. He's a slot guy.
So the last 2 years, Anthony Miller's had 51 and 49 receptions, 2 touchdowns each year. That's it.
Because he drops the big catches.
I know. He's had some drop problems,
You're
but
gonna get me riled up. I feel my blood
no,
pressure going.
I'm not trying to get you riled up. I called him
He's
a loser.
Texan now.
Take a sip
He's a
of
Texan
Kool-Aid.
now.
I called him
Let
a
me just take a
loser.
sip of pure sugar and calm myself down.
I called him a loser because he's leaving the Bears, who are obviously on an upward trend offensively.
Ooh.
Bless your soul.
So he loses the opportunity to work with like a young rookie quarterback who might actually like
Listen,
lean on a guy like that.
From someone that follows the Bears news, he punched his ticket out the moment he hit what's his face in the playoff game against the Saints.
No, you think so?
Yes. He cannot control his emotions. He is all talk
You
and
say
very.
that.
There's a moth right here, and very little production.
In
on his end.
most
Poor mom.
scenarios,
It's just dust.
you're telling me that if like I'm trying to think of
I would have Marquise in the slot. I'd take anyone else. In the
I
slot
like
there.
Marquise. I actually forgot you got Marquise this year. I like him. He's a good addition.
You know, Miller's all talk.
That's not what I'm
couldn't
saying.
catch the big
My
catches.
saying is
And it's
if-
all emotion.
If you take a comparable wide receiver, any
Give
other
me a name.
comparable wide receiver,
Cole Beasley.
yeah, that's a solid comparison. So you think Cole
Wide
Beasley?
hands, slow legs.
You think Cole Beasley punches someone and they're like, "You're fucking out of here."
Cole Beasley has
way,
a
man.
way better resume than Miller.
Yes, but
Similar receivers.
yeah, the point is
How so?
what I'm
Slot
disagreeing with you.
receivers.
What I'm
Slot.
disagreeing with you on was that was his demise. I don't think that was his demise.
I'm talking.
We're going to disagree.
I think he.
I think he's a loser. I'm not disagreeing with that.
Yeah, I
but
just don't think
for
he-
different
You're a
reasons.
loser, Anthony.
I just
Miller.
don't think he fits that fucking half.
He's not
moron
a team guy.
guru
He cannot
system.
hold his emotion in, and he
We're
cannot
gonna find
put
out.
the team
Anyway,
first.
he's a loser because he goes to the Texans, and yeah, okay, on
Yeah.
paper it's like he gets Deshaun Watson throwing to him. No, he fucking doesn't.
no.
Deshaun Watson's
I
not
don't
going to be
even
throwing to him.
Oh, he's getting Tyrod Taylor.
He's
throwing.
getting
getting
Tyrod
Marshall
Taylor.
Lovely.
Before
Tyrod Taylor with no offensive line
Yeah.
whatsoever, with no like secondary receiver. I mean, they have yeah,
They got the reliable there.
running back. They have
No,
what's his name at wide receiver too, who's pretty good. But
We got a lot of
Who?
old running backs.
yeah, Brendan Cook. Yeah, but just a downgrade. Like that sucks for him. He probably 6 months ago was so excited at the idea of leaving the Bears, and he went to like one of three places that are like a significant downgrade as a
undesirable
receiver.
at the moment.
Yeah,
There aren't too many places he could have gone that would have been
the head
shittier.
coaching decision, right?
I almost feel like Chicago's like, all right,
Oh,
we'll trade you. You want to go? We'll trade you.
Dude, that's what Adam Gase did to Jarvis Landry. Adam Gase literally was like, "Oh, you want to be traded? Okay, I'll trade you to the Browns."
I got your back, bro.
I'm not even joking. He said it. Like he,
Get
he
ready
was,
to go to
he was
Cleveland.
he like literally said it out loud to the
Backfired
media.
in Adam Gase's face now. The playoff.
A lot of things backfired in Adam Gase's face.
All right, Anthony, who do you have for a loser?
You took so long on this last one, and
You forgot?
I've been,
Marinating.
and I'm shaking.
So
'Cause
say
I'm-
it and
I'm-
spit it out, dude.
Terry fucking Pagula. Terry fucking Pagula. You piece of fucking shit. You are a fucking loser.
I think you
The
misinterpreted the winner loser
the
thing here.
Owner of
I feel like this is going to be my whole thing is moment.
Yeah,
this is
is
a my whole thing
oh,
segment,
this is a
guys.
shot
This
of
is
the
brand new.
the
brand
fucking
new.
owner
Pay
of the
attention.
Buffalo Bills. You're gonna
Austin.
let a story get out there that the Bills are gonna move to fucking Austin.
Are you talking about the
Texas?
Austin Bills?
Yeah, it's the Austin.
I
Bills.
It's
swear
the
to
best.
God.
For the
Listen,
Texas
That's like the
Bills.
first
You
best
better.
team
You
in Texas
are.
right now.
Yeah.
If there's a fucking loser in this world, it is fucking Terry Pagula. You let that
The last
story
name
get
Pagula,
out.
I think you're.
You let the story get out that the Bills are gonna move
It's an
to
Italian.
Austin,
I'm going to take a
Texas.
guess.
Yeah, that's a piece of shit.
I'm like so mad right now. Like you piece of shit. We are gonna.
Let's
win
be honest.
We're
though.
gonna win a Super Bowl this year.
Anthony,
And
stop,
you're-
Anthony, stop
and
holding
you're-
back right now.
Listen,
Tell
I'm
me how you
fucking
really
telling
feel.
you right. You want the whole. You want
Oh.
the whole. Listen, don't.
That's not
You
for me. I
want
feel like
the
that's what Anthony
whole.
hitting for Bagula.
Hit it for Pagula.
You want New York to fund this. You know what?
But they're the
the
third best. They're the third most
fucking-
popular team
The
in New York.
Buffalo
Though.
Bills Mafia will
New York
fund
doesn't
this
wanna fund
shit.
it.
The Bills Mafia will fund this shit, and then we're going to take a dump at your fucking doorstep every fucking day you live.
Oh, you're really going to take it to him, giving him $1 billion?
You know what?
And pooping on his doorstep.
He pisses me off.
Oh,
because
isn't he going to feel stupid when you give him $1
This
billion?
guy- this
And his butler cleans the poop off his doorstep.
This
He's
net
even
worth-
does so much shit.
They showed when he bought the Buffalo Bills, he was worth about $2.5 billion.
Poor
He
guy.
is now worth $7 billion when he bought the Buffalo Bills. He had already owned the Buffalo Sabres
Inflation.
and didn't do fucking shit for him. He bought the Buffalo Bills. They
Mediocre
made
investor.
him almost $5 billion, and now you're going to say you're going to move him to Austin, Texas? Let that motherfucker get caught in the street. They are going to whoop his fucking ass. He's a fucking loser. Go
I
on.
don't know if there's
I'm
enough people in Buffalo to pay
out.
for the that stadium.
Dude, if
Listen,
they can
if
body
they-
slam each other through tables, I genuinely feel they could probably.
Listen, I'm gonna say
because
this.
they definitely go to work on Monday.
I'm gonna say this. So I worked out of Austin, Texas for a little while when we had an office
Some
there, my
Buffalo
old
fans
company.
there, right?
And Austin is a cool city, man. Austin, Texas is pretty fucking sweet.
Listen,
And as a fan, I'm not a Bills fan, but if I was a fan and they had to be like Dolphins had to move out of Florida, would you rather them go to borderline Canada
It's
or
good.
a
It's
cool
South
area
Toronto.
of Texas?
Because
Rather
everyone
go
knows
South
Canada.
Florida.
I'm like,
Canada's
yeah, all
known
right.
for their dolphin
Then send me to
population.
fucking
are you going to be
send me to
would
warm
you,
Texas.
You would be an Austin Dolphins fan?
More than I would be a Buffalo Dolphins
Maybe the
fan. Yes,
Canadian narwhals.
they
South
might as well be
Toronto
the
Dolphins.
Niagara Bills.
It's South Toronto.
Listen.
That's all.
The Bills have so many fans. They're
They're
they
the
have-
third most
Let
popular
me ask
team
you-
in New York.
Let me ask you a question while also calling you out here. So you're alluding to the
If you're
fact-
calling
let's
him
catch
out, you need to
everybody
hit
up.
the button.
Yeah, hit the
Let's-
button. Hit
if
the
you-
button.
if you're-
Not that kind of call out.
Any
pussy.
call out, you have to hit the button.
Let's catch everybody up
pussy.
here. You're saying the
Get him a
fans
camera.
are going to come
Sure.
together and they're going to pay. You're saying that based on last year, the fans donated an absurd amount of money to, was it Lamar Jackson?
a bunch of people. They all over the
Like,
place.
so all these things. So they proved that they are absolutely generous and they have a divine commitment to their team. That's what you're getting at, right? Fine.
We
I'll
won
give
a
you
playoff
The state of New York already came out.
Ah.
Let's
The
give
state of
the
New
owner
York
all of our
already
money.
came out and said
Hold
we
on.
are not the
So
Bills
you're
are not
over
going anywhere.
here. You're over
No,
here
you're gonna-
using this God-given
I'm not-
opportunity, this podium that you've been placed on. Let me ask you a question. Shut the fuck up over there.
Yeah. You haven't
You're
even finished that yet. Shut the-
you're using this podium
Coming from the guy who
that
knows
we've
the truth.
provided to you
Yep.
to say the Bills fans are going to save the team in Buffalo. Let me ask you a question. How much money did
If
you
any
donate?
team-
How much
if
money did
any
you
team-
donate on behalf of the Bills last year?
Zero.
I did. Every time there was.
Oh, that's
Oh my
Are you
god!
serious?
Hit the button.
Show me the
Hit the button.
receipt.
Are you
I-
serious?
I talk
Hit
to
the
you,
button.
and
Hit
you're like,
the-
I'm going to. I'm going to. I'm
I
going to. I'm
100%
going to. I'm going to.
Come on.
And he
I
never fucking did it.
100%.
Hit the button.
I
There,
100%
Fucking hit
donated every
No.
like
You got the
well,
reach,
twice,
Colby.
not only twice.
You're a sack of
I
shit.
did, no, you're don't
Hit the,
don't even.
is he gonna hit it? Oh, he's
Listen.
Oh my goodness!
100%. I am 100% Bills Mafia.
You're gonna
Are
show
you
me this
even-
fucking
I-
receipt later. You're
and
full
when
of shit.
and when I do, you jump in the canal again when you lost to the Bills last time.
Bitch, please.
Yes.
Anyone that knows Vinny knows he'll jump in the.
Yeah.
He looks for
I'm
an
dying
excuse.
for an opportunity.
Yeah,
All
to
I'm saying,
It's
if
not
you
a
don't-
punishment
If you
towards
think
him.
that if you think the Bills are leaving Buffalo, you're out of your fucking mind.
I don't
think- we're
I
not
don't think
saying
they're
that.
leaving.
We're
It's
not
not
saying
gonna
I don't
happen.
think
It's
so.
not gonna
we
happen.
are saying that you didn't
And-
donate money last year.
All I'm saying is Terry
That you're
Pagula
riding on the coattails of
Terry-
other Bills
Terry
fans. That's all
Pagula-
I'm saying.
at one point was really liked by Buffalo. He's fucked.
No, stop
He's
it.
fucked. He's fucked.
No,
This is
If you think-
speculation.
because of
It's
one
just
fake
rumors.
news story,
Yeah.
everything goes out the window.
But
Everything he's
listen,
done for that
He
team goes
should
out the
have
window.
100% came out and said that's not happening.
I wish.
But I
wish.
think
should be
anyone with
wiping
common
his
sense
ass
knows the
with
I
Bills
wish we were
aren't
in
gonna make the
separate
Austin.
areas so I could fucking mute you and gray out your camera.
You're a piece of shit.
All right, Colby, who's your loser?
Got to go with Dak.
I like
off
it.
a huge
Aw.
injury,
I like it.
comes into camp, hurts his shoulder,
Done
isn't
throw.
practicing, and they don't really. They're playing it super cautious, so he's not practicing. There's no timeline for his return yet.
Now,
Which shoulder injuries, because it's on his throwing arm, is iffy.
Questionable,
Because I mean, one hit,
And basically
week
ended
one hit,
Cam
he
Newton's
falls down.
career.
Yeah, and it's like So he's got to be my biggest.
Now, this precautionary, do you think it's justified or do you think it's just speculation? You think that he really needs to keep it chill, or do you think that there's something actually?
I think there's something wrong with him. If he could practice, he'd be practicing because he. He missed most of the year last year.
I think it's
honestly, the day after he hurt his shoulder, he's out there running around, joking around, getting cake slammed in his face for his birthday.
I can get cake
I
slammed.
think that happened before.
I think he's fine.
If you don't think he's going to be the week 1 starter,
I just wanted to ask. That's
Colby. I think you're Colby. I assume your point is he needs every second of preparation
he can get. And it sucks though too because you're going in your nurse to shoulder.
I get it. It's obviously not.
You get sacked once, you land on it wrong. It could be your season.
You're right. It's not ideal. But he's coming off.
Catches sacks all the time and he bounces back up.
The reason I don't think it's that big of a deal is because he's coming off a leg injury. I'm sure he was throwing this whole offseason. Like, I don't think he's rusty. I don't think he's like. I think his footwork.
Anybody missing that much time in the NFL is going to be rusty.
A little off.
There's throwing with a.
I think his problem. I think his problem is going to be more mentally than it is going to.
He's been running for months now, so I think I think pre this shoulder injury, he was probably back to 90%.
I think it all comes down to a little
setback.
I think it mentally. You had your bone come out of your leg. I think.
Good for you. Hey, proud of you.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I think mentally is where he's going to be, because when you get back in there, you have guys falling around your legs. You have guys diving at your leg. I think mentally he's going to be a little. But I don't care who you are. You think Alex Smith wasn't shitting his pants every time someone got near him?
No,
every time.
Absolutely not.
The arms, they hurt their arms.
Dude, he put a butt plug in on that.
I'm just telling you.
You're just talking nonsense.
I think you're going to see Dak stay in the pocket. BDE, bro. I think Dak's going to stay in the pocket a little bit longer than normal. I think he still has to get over the mental thing. Shoulder thing, you know what? They get over that shit.
You think he's going to stay in it longer?
Stay in the pocket longer? He won't be.
Dude,
where's the button?
If this man's hurt, he's not going to want to sit in the pocket.
Can you let the buzzer do his thing?
It's not my fault. I don't want to hear his voice twice.
What the fuck did you just say?
If
fucking idiot.
Exactly. That's you arguing with yourself right now.
All right. Stop for a second. No.
Okay.
So, for those of you who are just joining us, we don't get too many of these arguments. We had one last week, actually, but it had been a few weeks before that. So, Aaron has hit the button on Anthony. This is how the button works. I'll accept it. This is how the button works. Anthony made a point. Aaron challenged his point. The two people that didn't hit the button, Colby and I, will judge which one of them has a better argument, better defends their point, and the loser will finish their beverage on the spot. So, Anthony, your argument was that Dak Prescott is more likely to sit in the pocket and try and stay protected because of his injury. Go ahead.
100%. He is going to, if he thinks people are going to come near him, he'll throw the ball away. Are you kidding me? You don't think he'll all day?
But you didn't say to the ball away.
You didn't say stay in the pocket. You said he's going to stay in the pocket for longer than last year. That's what your argument is.
What happened? Right. How did he hurt himself? He took off running. And his bone came out of his leg. If you think you think he's going to start doing shit like that again, he's not going to lead. He's not going to run against defenses. Listen, I don't care who you are. Your bone comes out of your leg. You're a step down from where you were from your bone not coming out.
So answer this point specifically. I'm trying to help you here.
Yeah.
Because you haven't actually.
I'm about to explode right now.
Because you haven't actually talked your point at all. What if it's you? Take Dak specifically out of the question. If it's you snapped your leg in half. You're a quarterback.
Yep.
Why?
Known for being mobile.
Why do you stay in the pocket to protect yourself instead of running away from pressure?
And your offensive line's trash.
That's not true.
That's not true.
Yeah, you have a good offensive line. You're going to stay in the pocket. You're going to stay away
injured. They were shit last year because injured.
You want to stay away from contact. You want to stay in the pocket where there's no. Listen, when things get close to you, these quarterbacks, they throw the ball away. Tom Brady, for example, throws the ball away
in the pocket. He doesn't run out to throw it out of the pocket so he doesn't get a penalty?
All right. Any other points? Listen,
You're
It's all right. Any other points?
That's what it is. You are not going to run to where defenses are.
So let me just consolidate your point.
You're going to stay away from
You're
contact.
less saying that it's specifically staying in the pocket, and you're more saying that like he's going to be way more conservative.
Way more conservative. He's not going to run to defenses to get. He's not going to get tackled.
All right, Aaron, go ahead.
Okay, Colby, I'm trash, so I'm going to ask you to be my mouthpiece, like Vinny had to spoon feed that answer out of Anthony.
Get the fuck
So
out.
if I'm not making sense, I need you to interject and step in.
Get the fuck out of here.
You are telling me, okay,
Go ahead.
a guy that had a crap offensive line last year is going to be inclined.
Last year's
Let me
correct.
talk.
Last year's
Yeah,
correct.
A guy that had a crap offensive line last year when he got hurt last year is going to be inclined to trust this line and stay in the pocket.
100. His offensive line is not bad. It's a good offensive line.
You're schmishmarted.
Dude,
He is going to step out of the
It
line
makes sense what you just said.
because I'm not going to drop the hard R.
Yeah, he's being
I'm
respectful.
being politically
I
correct.
got it.
Yeah. He's not going to be inclined to stay in the pocket.
So countering his original point, you're saying that
I'm not saying he's going to scramble. I'm just going to say he's
But
not.
that's what he did
you
when he
think
got
he's,
hurt.
but you're saying you think he's going to be, instead of being conservative, you think he's going to be gun shy and just.
I think he's going to see ghost. Yes.
But people see
You
ghosts in the
flat
pocket.
out said 5 minutes ago
He's
he
got
needs
the
as
look.
most reps as he needs. Those are words
You
that came
said
out of your
he's gonna
mouth.
see ghosts.
And not yes.
When
Because
Sam
out of
Darnold
any
saw ghosts,
significant
he was in the
injury.
pocket.
Out of
We need
when
one
you
guy
have
talk.
that
I will mute all of you.
significant of an
Not
injury,
me.
You too.
and it ends up being mental before it's physical. He will see ghosts.
100%.
So if you're saying he's gonna just
All right.
wholeheartedly believe in his offensive line, it's preposterous.
All right, we've been on this for a while, so
But
listen.
he's
Wait,
not
time out.
leaving-
Time out for a hot second. One more sentence each. Anthony first.
It's gotta be a good sentence.
He is not. He like when Sam Darnold saw a ghost,
But
he
you
was
can't
in the
talk for
pocket and he was
can't
throwing the
articulate
ball
that.
away. He was throwing the ball away. He was throwing the ball. That's
This
what he
is
was
irrelevant.
doing.
He said throwing the ball 10 times. You have not
Yes,
made a point
but
yet.
that's what he was doing. He didn't
Jesus
leave the pocket.
Christ,
He didn't
dude.
take off running.
All right,
you
Aaron.
think that he's
You
going to
know what? I
He's
made a
not.
mistake.
Make
I
your
should have
last
kept my
point.
mouth shut and let him argue his own point.
Aaron,
Like, that's what should have happened.
Make your last
He's,
point.
he's
Aaron.
not going to leave the pocket. He's not going to do it. He's going to be
Accountability.
scared to leave the
It's
pocket.
accountability. Yeah, it's accountability, man. You know,
Should.
I said it. Dude,
All right. Here's,
it-
here's my take on this argument. Anthony, I liked a few of your points. I was disappointed that you didn't say that he's more likely to stay in the pocket because maybe he doesn't trust his mobility and maybe he has lost a step and that all of his studying has made him more of a pocket passer because he's had all this opportunity to study the game. Like, I feel like that was the better argument for me on your side.
Yeah, but
Aaron,
I mean, you're not the friggin'
Aaron, I liked your argument as well. My issue with your
is
argument
that I drink this goddamn. I'd be clear-headed if I could think.
my issue with your
Well, I was going
argument
against him.
was that you didn't give any sense of panic. And I feel like the best argument for him getting out of the pocket is that he's going to panic, that he's going to see ghosts in a different way. He's not going to see ghosts in coverage. He's going to like feel pressure.
Yeah,
And, like,
but that's what, I
bail.
didn't say ghosts in coverage, but ghosts are ghosts. If he thinks
It
that
was,
the ends are
it was
coming
implied.
in,
It was implied.
all right. But
So,
again, if he thinks the
anyway-
ends are coming in, then that's still
Anyway,
ghosts.
I actually think it's a pretty, like, you could argue this either way. You both did a terrible job arguing it.
Well, you
but-
said all the solid points for him.
But I'm going to give it to Aaron
Of
because
course you are. Every time you guys give
I
it to
think you just
somebody
have to
else.
give it to Aaron because history
Yeah, of course. I
proves
mean, might
that
as well.
whenever a quarterback just goes through something like that, they're gonna scramble
Dante
right out of the
Culpepper.
pocket and they're gonna throw the ball away outside of the pocket, or they're just gonna run out of bounds.
yeah, they're just scared of people being around
You don't
them
want to get hit.
and being close
Intentional
vicinity. Yeah.
grounding. I mean, you gotta worry about
That's
all
also why.
Yeah, okay.
I know you
But-
don't have a
He's
great.
not going to drink it. We all know
This
he's
is not
gonna
an
drink.
attack on
Yeah,
you.
100%.
I know it feels like that because you
single
lose it
time-
every time.
No, because it's every time you just want me to.
No, it's because you say outlandish things.
No, it's not.
You say
Not
some
at all.
nonsensical stuff.
All right,
bro.
listen.
I make more sense than any of you.
Finish your
folks.
drink. Was that your? No, the Pagula, and then
I already said
Dak. Mine. This was leading.
This
off
was
of
yours.
Dak, yeah.
Okay, so you're on your. Oh, you already did it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
I
it.
said Colts. Colts are my
End of the
losers.
show.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace out, bitches.
Holy crap! It is 8:59. This is our first show
Yo,
that we have actually done on time.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Mike Showtime, bro. Bulls are gonna be fired next year. We had a lot of good signings today. Cubs may have lost a lot last week, but the Bulls are gonna be fired this week.
Yeah, they just traded off sports.
We got
They're like, how about we suck at
Lonzo.
baseball? We're good at.
Dude, we
We
got
suck at
Lonzo
baseball.
Ball,
We're
we got
mediocre
Del
at
Rosa.
football. We'll be sick at
I wouldn't
basketball.
put all your.
DeRozan.
DeRozan, yeah.
Del Roso. You just
Dude.
named a white Italian instead of a black guy. Like,
Dude's got two D's in the front of his name, man. I'm trying my best over here. And I'm drinking more than you. You haven't even polished your drink off yet.
it's almost gone.
It's the same one you had.
No, he's
Colby kept pouring. Don't go
Anthony's-
list to my shit.
Anthony's doing a great job. Everybody's doing a great job. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Hey, you want to play fantasy fight next week? You want to write up some questions there?
I'll write up some questions.
You want to do it?
I'll do it.
Try and take down the champ.
I'll
Well,
write up some questions. Was the weakest link.
Yeah.
I will.
All right.
I will come up.
so if
with
you didn't see it, I think it was episode 3 or 4.
Yeah.
We did a game
The
called
absolute domination.
Yeah, we did a game called
There's a lot of
Fantasy
good showing
Fantasy
out for me.
Fight, and it's essentially Fantasy Feud meets
Family
what
Feud.
did I say? Oh, you're right. My bad. It's essentially Family Feud combined a little bit with like Wheel of Fortune and then just general trivia.
Except you don't buy vowels.
And so I hosted
has
it,
nothing
so
to do
I
with
didn't get an
Wheel of Fortune.
opportunity to play it, and because
Jeopardy.
of that,
Because of
Colby dominated like he had the fucking answer booklet in his
He
pocket.
did have the answer.
He
book.
did. He did.
Let's be
There was
real.
a couple of hands.
So I am
If you
dying to
think
get
that
in on
he
this.
didn't give you
I'm
a
dying
hand
to
job.
get in on this game.
This is where I will agree with Anthony.
Yeah,
First
you
time
100%
ever on
give
the
you a
show.
hand job.
I
Yeah.
swear. I swear.
Yeah, you can swear to all you.
On all
having
three,
knowledge outside
I
of
swear
my
on
favorite
all
team.
3 of your children and one of mine.
I've seen the calluses on his hand to know what he did to you.
These are from Aaron.
We'll see. He's got soft
Girthy.
hands. He's got soft hands.
There's a lot of lotion.
We'll see you guys next week. If you didn't check out the video that got JTI
A million
booted off the
views.
Panthers today,
Yeah.
we have it up there. We were the first to get it to you. So
Yeah.
show some love.
Because you
Please.
guys mean that much to us.
Yeah,
Thanks to
please
you.
show some love, like and subscribe,
Yeah.
and we will see you guys next week.
Fuck Terry Pugula.
Terry
Go
Pagula.
Bills.